Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 3 Minute Thursdays, where I try to give you some of the most up to date news in the doll hobby. Now, as always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my lovely assistant today is the beautiful Kaede. So, we didn't have an episode of 3 Minute Thursdays on Thursday this week. This is actually Friday when you are watching this video. Reason being, I just had some personal things. I'm okay, nothing really bad. It's just some stuff came up and I really need to take care of it. And there wasn't an episode on Thursday. So, anyways, so it is a special 3 Minute Fridays because of that reason. Now, please stay tuned to the end of the video as I do have some special announcements to make. But with that being said, why don't we just start our countdown? So, as always, let's start with some Dollfie Dream news. So, Volks USA has made the announcement that they will be attending the San Diego Comic-Con 2019, which is actually this weekend. Now, why is it that it's really important that they're there? Well, it's just cool that they're going to be at the San Diego Comic-Con, but even bigger than that, they're going to have a panel at the San Diego Comic-Con. So that is really awesome news. So if you are able to go to the San Diego Comic-Con, the panel will be called the Ball Jointed Doll Panel on July 21st at 12 noon to 2 p.m. This is going to be sorry, I have to look at my notes. It's room 32AB. So one thing that's to note that they did mention about this, I'm sorry I had to really think about that, is that there is going to be a huge announcement at this doll panel. Some of you may already know about it from last year's DOPA, but they are going to be announcing a new, as in posted in this picture here, doll from Volks, which is known as the Dollfie icon. Now, I don't know much information about this. All I do know is very, very little. Apparently, at last year's DOPA, they did show out very early prototypes of Dollfie icon there. I don't know if it has changed since then or what the differences are. That's why you have to go to this panel and let me know what's going on. I will definitely let all of you know once I figure out more information on this, but if you want to get first hands-on experience, definitely go to the San Diego Comic-Con panel. Now, my limited knowledge is that a Dollfie icon, and now don't quote me on this is just my understanding, a Dollfie icon is a Dollfie Dream body, most likely the newest body, which is the DDF3, with a different styled head. It's going to be more of a resin styled head. I don't know if the head is going to be resin itself, but there are definitely two different styles within Volks Japan or Volks USA, the Volks company in general. You have your Super Dollfie lineup and Dollfie lineup, and then you have your Dollfie Dream lineup. And the Dollfie Dream lineup is more so the vinyl dolls, where it has a little bit more anime-esque or anime-styled look to it, whereas the Super Dollfie look are made out of resin. They are resin dolls, and they have they have different styles, but they're a little bit more mature look, I guess you could say. A little bit more realistic look and proportions. I don't have any examples to post on for this, but definitely if you just type in Volks Super Dollfie and look at the way the faces look like, or you go to the Volks USA website and then try to put that face on a vinyl body, and I think that's what Dollfie icon is, but I could be wrong. So you just got to go to the panel or wait for more information to be released. But that really wraps up everything for Dollfie Dream news this week. So let's move on to that smart doll news. So Danny Chu has announced in this picture here that we have now a new color, right? So we talked about last week or 2 weeks ago, about how we had Suzaku as the limited anime collaboration where he's going to have the cinnamon skin tone color. Well, in this picture here, we have Mirai in cinnamon. So cinnamon is going to be a standard lineup color now, and Mirai is going to be the very first girl vinyl in cinnamon, and she's going to be released, the launch date is August 7th. So subsequently to follow, Mirai Cinnamon will be Melody in Cinnamon, maybe during the same launch date, but it really depends if he can get production out on time. And also, what changed this comes with Cinnamon is the fact that not only do you have 4 different colors to choose from now, but naming the girls is going to be quite difficult. So each girl's going to have a name and 4 different colors to go with it. It's just too much for Danny Chu to think about, and too much for everybody to just keep coming up with names. So from then going forward, I was going to say initially, but from them going forward, we're basically going to have, for sake of example, Mirai, and then it's going to be sold as Mirai Milk, Mirai Cinnamon, Mirai Tea, and Mirai Cocoa. No more unique names, I guess you could say, for each individual doll. It's just going to be the base doll's name followed by the color. Now, let's move on. So, other big news. This is the bigger news. So, Danny Chu posted the prices for Smart Doll Cortex. As you all know, last Sunday, Smart Doll Cortex was sold in the form of Gaia, as Smart Doll Gaia Cortex. Last Sunday at Mirai Store Tokyo, only in limited quantities. And doing so has released the prices. So, I know a lot of people have been asking me about prices. And I even said in the last video, stop asking me about prices, but prices are now out. So in this picture here are the prices for Smart Doll Cortex. So if you're gonna buy a fully assembled doll, you don't have to do anything, and it will come with a bra and panty set. It's going to cost you 39,800 yen. Now, of course, depending where you live in the world, and depending on the conversion rate from the yen to whatever your currency is called. So for me in the United States, it's the US dollar. Whatever it is, it could fluctuate higher or lower. So for me in the United States, 39,800 yen is roughly just shy of 400 US dollars. So that is going to be about $100 cheaper than a vinyl doll in a bra and panty set. Roughly. It really depends on the strength of the yen and the dollar. But it's like maybe like $110 difference. But then you have the Ninja grade, which is the one where the frame is fully assembled. All you have to do is assemble the shell, like the outer part of the doll, and that's going to come in at 34,800 yen. And then lastly, the one that I assembled was the final boss grade. That's the one where you have to do everything yourself. So you got to build the frame, you got to put the shell together and everything, you got to clean off the nubs. Actually, I think you still have to clean off the extra flesh on the Ninja grade as well. But you got to do all that. And it's a lot of work. And for some people, it's rewarding. I really enjoyed building it. But I have to say, it's not for everyone. Building a Smart Doll Cortex is a huge undertaking. It is not the hardest modeling kit that you could possibly do, but it's pretty difficult. Some parts are more difficult than others, depending on the person, I guess. I had a lot of hard time with the ball joints, as you can see in my videos. But even though it was hard, it was very rewarding, and I really enjoyed building, and I can't wait to build another one. But that one comes in at a shockingly 29,800 yen. So that's just shy of 300 US dollars. So if you were to buy a final boss grade kit versus a vinyl baseline kit, where the vinyl kit is 52,000 yen, you're looking at almost a $200 difference in the dolls, from buying a fully assembled vinyl doll to a full kit that you have to build from the ground up, Cortex doll. So $200 difference, or roughly somewhere around $100 difference if you're going for the fully pre-built ones. But those are the prices right there. They are subject to change as of anything, but those are the initial starting prices. Please enjoy when Danny Chu finally releases Cortex on the online store. Now, also, Danny Chu has posted, let's move on, in this picture here about Smart Doll wigs. Now, this is something he's been wanting to address for a long time, but hasn't gotten around to it, and now he finally has. So he wants to just set expectations and let everybody know, because apparently some individuals have been upset about the Smart Doll wigs. So he wants to let everybody know what it's about. So it's basically an 8-page article. Really take the time out to read this. I think it's a really good read, stating on the creation, like how the wigs are made, how you should maintain them, how they're packaged and shipped to you. I think it's a really good read. Definitely check it out on either Danny Chu's Instagram or Facebook or Twitter page. You can find all the information there. Now, Also, for the last thing, well, no, semi last thing, Danny Chu has posted in this picture here, he was thinking about doing discounts. So, what he was really thinking about was doing like a student discount or a parent discount. For those of you that are really tight on money because you have big student financial bills that you need to pay off, or if you're a parent of a family that you have to pay for, you know, your significant other or your children or your house or whatever, he really wants to try and give back to the community somehow. I think it's a great idea. One, because I am a parent and I would love to have a discount. I think that would be really cool. Or for those of you that have big student bills that you need to pay and really tight on money, I think it would be great for you as well. However, I think it's flawed in the fact that there's no real way to guarantee that. And let me explain. So I think it's good that they can get a discount. Definitely because it benefits me. But I think in general, it's great to have a discount. But a lot of people, if you've ridden the Instagram and Twitter or Facebook messages or whatever, it is logistically hard to prove. Like, I mean, what would you have to do? You would have to send in what, your tax returns or your student financial aid bills or your student ID, or just show a picture of you and your family and be like, hey, this is my family. Like, there are so many different ways you can go about identifying your family or your student discount that could be either way too invasive for some people or way too little for others. Like, I don't really know. It's really hard to gauge or judge what should be used to determine whether or not you qualify for a parental or student discount. I think it's a great idea. It's just really hard to implement. And he's asking for you, the viewers, to give him any ideas on how he could do that. I honestly don't have any ideas at all. I really struggled trying to think of really good ideas on how to do it, but I couldn't figure out any way. Either it was just too little or too invasive for it to be implemented. But let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Now, I do agree with a couple what other people have been posting. Like I said earlier, I couldn't come up with any ideas on my own, but a couple of people have posted about a rewards program or in a membership program or a frequent purchaser program where you get discounts by that way and you earn points. I think that's a good idea. If anyone can build upon that or give a more in-depth explanation to Danny Chu, maybe it'll be implemented. I don't know. But either way, I think it's a good idea. It's just logistically trying to figure out how it's going to work is going to be the issue. So yeah, put it down in the comment section down below or send it out to Danny Chu what you guys think. Now, lastly, I want to let you guys know that Danny Chu is hiring. He's looking, in this picture here, he's looking for concept artists. Somebody that can help, I guess, create dolls or create backgrounds or help him with his marketing. I don't know, but he's looking for concept artists. So send out a direct message to Danny Chu, either Twitter or Instagram, or send him an email on the Smart Doll website. There's an email thing there for Danny Chu that you're interested in working for him. He's going to want to talk to you, you know, check out your portfolio or resume or whatever, and see if you can get hired for his team for concept art. He had a lot of concept art done, as you can see in these pictures here, before he actually started for his Mirai Millennium. And now he's looking for more people. I don't know what next project he's looking to do, but he's definitely hiring. So all you artists out there, shoot Danny Chu a message. But that really wraps up today's episode of 3 Minute Thursdays, or Special Edition Fridays, whichever you want to call it. I know this video was long again. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you do enjoy that it's longer, but it does kind of defeat the purpose of being called 3 Minute Thursdays. I really need to change the name because I can't keep it on point for 3 minutes anymore. Like, it's just getting crazy. I mean, some weeks are just dead with news, and yeah, I can easily fit 3 minutes when it's like that, but other weeks there's just so much information. So I'm gonna have to think of something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about changing the name. This is one of the announcements I wanted to make at the end. I know I've said it before in previous videos about changing the name, but I can't think of the right name to give it. Yeah, it's really difficult. And if I change the name, I might change the day. It might not be Thursdays anymore. I really have to decide and think about what this avenue or direction I want to take. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I know you guys have mentioned some other great ideas from before. Just let me know what you guys think. But the other news I wanted to mention is that next week there will be no 3 Minute Thursdays. And that's because I will be traveling to another convention next week. The convention is called Otakon. So I will be attending Otakon 2019, and I will be having a doll panel at Otakon. Now, the doll panel is going to be my ever popular this year Dollfie Dream versus Smart Doll that I have presented at many other places. Although this version will be more updated than my previous ones because a lot of news has been released since then. And this will be on Friday, July 26th at 9 a.m. in the morning. I don't know why I keep getting 9 a.m. panels, but if any of you are attending Otakon, please come out and show your support. I'd love to see you all there as I haven't presented at Otakon before. So be at 9 a.m. and I will be doing a bonus giveaway. It's not that big of a giveaway. I'm just gonna, for those of you have actually made the effort to trek out there and attend my panel at 9 a.m., it's gonna be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be panel room 6 at 9 a.m. Otakon, July 26th. I will be doing a very small giveaway for the people that are attending there. I won't have enough for everybody, but I will be doing like a questionnaire kind of thing. See if anybody can guess certain questions or answer certain questions, and you'll receive a prize. But this is a big deal to me. This is something I've been working for a long time. I've been doing panels for almost 6 years now at many different conventions. And for those of you that don't know, because you're not from this area, but Otakon is pretty much the largest convention on the East Coast for anime. And if it's not the largest, the biggest thing about Otakon is its panels. It's known for its panels. If you are a panelist and you've been doing panels in a lot of different places, getting accepted as a panelist to Otakon is a pretty huge deal. Getting accepted multiple times in a row, like for many different years, is even bigger deal. But just getting accepted once has definitely been a long time goal of mine. I will be talking on a grand stage, so to speak. I don't know how big the room is going to be, but I'm super, super excited to be presenting at Otakon. I wish I had a better time slot, but I'll take what I get. So 9 a.m., those of you that do want to attend, I will see you there. As always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my lovely assistant over here is the beautiful Kaede. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
This is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.